will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M1047 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
David Guide and Son Funeral Services, with locations in High Street, Siparia, Port of Spain, Couva, San Fernando, and Point Fortin. David Guide and Son Funeral Services is the choice for you. Having to lose someone you love is already hard, so funeral services and arrangements should be made easy. And at David Guide and Son, that is what we guarantee. We guarantee our customers exclusive services at affordable prices. Our services include funeral pre-arrangement packages, casket customization, great customer service, the latest in body preparation technology, and the best fleet of vehicles to give your loved ones the send-off they deserve. With 5 convenient locations located nationwide, feel free to call or visit us today. With full packages starting from as low as $7,500, call David Guide and Son Funeral Services today. Distinctive, not expensive.
Add some value to your good times with a Wow Bucket from KFC.
You have no time to cook cause you're stuck in traffic. You're working late, don't worry, we got it. Life hectic, KFC's a flick. For real value, come get it. Wow Bucket, wow, get yours now. No nigga, why you like me? Wow Bucket, good for every bucket. Together is better with a Wow Bucket.
7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95. Bringing people together. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Shadows Entertainment presents Soul Train. Our theme this year, Soul Train Projection 3, the Ready Me era.
You know the way I party. It's soul, it's reggae, soca, and anything else.
25th May at the Police Met St. James. Advance tickets cost $120. At the door, you pay more. Projection 3 with your Projection 3 DJ, King Kabuki, Prince of Old School, Shadow, the Hitman Howie T, DJ Darrell, together with DJ Barry. Showtime, 9 p.m. till. And there will be special prizes for the best dressed old school outfit and many more surprises. Tickets for Soul Train available at Bobby's Bar Cure, Bruce Bar Cure, the Police Mess St. James, or call 771-5391 and 764-6205. So get ready. Projection 3. Get ready.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Are you heading east this Friday or Saturday? Make Caps Bar and Lounge Krabbe your number 1 choice for cold beers, great music, hot fries, tasty chicken, and unbelievable fish combo. From 4 p.m., join more FM's Starboy Kerry and yours truly Music Library. Caps Bar, your one-stop for cold beers, tasty food, fun, and yes, each and every Friday and Saturday. the winner bottle on the spot at 11 p.m. Yes, complete on location, the entry form, and at 11 p.m. become an instant bottle winner. The one place in the east where the beers are very cold and the fries are very hot and the chicken and fish combo tasty. So join the fun at Cat's Bar and Lounge at QRF.
Lauren saying call out in New York City.
Backed by popular demand, something extraordinarily exciting is happening all over the country. The Multiplier X Effect.
NLCB Scratch players have been extremely ecstatic as they can maximize their cash winnings with the multiplier trio of games.
For just $10, $20, and $50, play the trio of 10X, 20X, and 50X games for a chance to win your way to $10.5 million in cash and up to 45 chances to win.
The multiplier trio. Play all three and multiply the excitement today. Players must be 18 years and older. Please play responsibly.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M1047 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check, it's 18 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you listen to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith, Michael Kerr, Director Newbie, and you the people out there in your thousands of you. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to the hundreds. I hope it's thousands. That will be out there next week, Thursday. Please God with us. Brand Lara Promenade, 1 p.m. To stand for justice. We have to bound to, must stand up for justice. And something is telling me, while Rowley only hiding and out of the country, something tell me we should organize an drop a letter for Colin Mbert, the acting Prime Minister. On what grounds? It have many grounds and many letters that can be dropped to this man.
And therefore God is for us.
He pulled back the pre-protocol letter. Yeah, he pulled back that.
And what can stand against?
The man set up an investigating committee.
Who could ever stop us?
As Malcolm X have been saying, to investigate himself. That ain't right at all. I think we had to organize and send a letter or drop a letter for he rebuking that. How thief go investigate thief? To me, that's a conflict of interest. I know what you all think. But what we know for sure is, next week, Thursday, please God, while we are there or when we are there, we'll be moved by none other than you, the people. But at the end of the day, we have some letters to drop. And we're going and do dress that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me say a pleasant good morning to, let me say good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, a pleasant good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. Tobago, good morning to you. Yes, to all loyal listeners, callers, well-wishers, supporters, to all haters, good morning to you. To all bad mind people, good morning. Most important morning is to all patriots, Trinbagonians. That people would put their God first, their God and their family first. Before the race, religion, and politics is which is mashing up this country. Good morning to each and every one of you. Lock on to us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. Good morning to you. Ruby Sammy, all of you, good morning. Alan, good morning. Bujam John. Yes, Stefan, all of you. Primraj, good morning. Hanifa D. Mohammed. Nadira, good morning to you. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Baby. Good morning to you. Miss Balmain, good morning. Hey, Noel Brown, good morning to you. Hey, Gita Brown, all of you. Hey, I need doubles and roti. How there? Lennox Smith, what we have on the headliners, because it's all about Thursday, please God.
Oh yes, indeed. It's all
Everybody
about Thursday, my friend. It's all about Thursday, my friend. But of course, the recent developments have, of course, added to the concerns that we would have had in terms of undermining our democracy, independent institutions, and of course, what I consider to be the arrogance and the
and abuse of office and the resources of the country. Only yesterday at the post-cabinet, Imbert, of course, give us another version of this development as far as the Auditor General is concerned. Thus, of course, I am in full agreement that we should be, of course, dropping something at Imbert's feet, so to speak, at his ministry. And what are developments? Well, apart from the fact, in fact, you have a clip that I sent for you this morning, and Andy will, of course, put things in perspective. So if you could put it together, I sent it on WhatsApp. The fact of the matter is that here it is, Imbert is now saying that the probe that he would have initiated several persons, he considered to be distinguished persons in the particular field that he caused this group of persons to come together to investigate what transpired, the missing 3 billion, and now, of course, you cannot even account for the 700 million, even though there was some reconciliation. Well, now Imbert is saying, one, that why he said on the last occasion that the report will go to the Public Service Commission and one or two other institutions. He's now saying that that will not be the case. Let me repeat. He's saying now that will not be the case. And then, of course, there is ample evidence, and we have no reason to doubt that when he said that there were two reports which he agreed, one was delivered by his ministry effectively on the 31st of January, and another revised one in April. But he claimed that the one in April was not backdated to appear to be the one or equal to the one on the 31st of January. Well, Saddam Hussein, of course, exposed that entire charade, and I'm using the word with a high degree of specificity, charade, that in fact both of them, he had a copy of both of them at a press conference and disclosed to the public that both documents had the date of the 31st of January. However, the original one had a budget, that report had a sum of 61 billion and counting, and the other subsequent one, but having the same date as January 31st, had a figure of $64 billion. And it is that 3 billion difference that they try to insert with a backdated document.
Let me explain that to us again. Explain that to us again. You say it's two letters that the Auditor General got.
Two documents.
Two documents.
Stating the amount of money the country would have made or paid out for 2023. And one was dated the 31st of January, which of course is the legal requirement of the ministry to submit it to the Auditor General so that she could prepare her report. All right? So in between there, the ministry said that they had a shortfall of $3 billion. And that one had $61 billion as the monies that was collected and collected by the government. All right. They said that they wanted to, of course, make an adjustment, and of course, we know all of the to-in and fro-in pre-protocol action protocol letter by the commissioner by the Attorney General, because the commissioner saying the Auditor General was saying by that time, listen, the date has passed and I cannot entertain that, but of course they forced her to entertain it. She did in fact entertain it, and that was reconciled. However, when they send a new one by April, a new document by April, with now 64 billion, and I'm rounding it off, it is more than that, 64 billion. The date on that letter of 64 billion now had the same date as the one with the 61 billion. Imbert was saying categorically that that was not so. You understand? That was not so. And therefore, that is tantamount, and of course, the experts will say fraud, misrepresentation, and all kinds of accusations are now swirling around that particular development. What Imbert has sought to do, again, convoluted. He then said that he is pursuing an internal inquiry on the matter within his ministry, and he outlined who are the ones. He sent a response to a second pre-action protocol letter from the Auditor General's attorney saying that is the cabinet. The cabinet approved that committee, that he said very glibly and authoritatively last week that it is he who would have been initiating a probe within his responsibility, within his ministry. So understand what is happening here. So it is clear that the gaslighting of Imbert and this government must come to a halt. And thus we must, of course, include a delivery to Imbert as well on Thursday, and which I agree with implicitly. If you play, of course, I hope you have the video to play now, and you will get a clear and pellucid position on those two issues. One is about the dating, and the second is about how this group of individuals came about, and in what circumstance, and whether or not the cabinet at all had any role to play in this matter, or how come they have a role to play now in this matter when Imbert told us in no uncertain terms he initiated. In fact, he castigated the opposition leader when she said that it's only the Public Service Commission can take any part in terms of questioning the conduct of the Auditor General. And he said in no uncertain terms, it's rubbish, she talking. He rubbished the entire thing. And then say, who must do it? The leader of the opposition, being very sarcastic, of course, and vitriolic in the process, saying that she must do it. It's my ministry, in other words, and I am pursuing an internal investigation. That was the effect. Now they set up the Auditor General's lawyers sent another pre-action protocol letter stating that investigating team is bogus. He is now saying, by way of a response from his attorney, not the Attorney General now, another attorney, clearly to be paid by the coffers, by taxpayers. Another attorney saying now that no, that was a cabinet decision. Oh, come on. We cannot be that foolish. We cannot be that gullible. That level of gaslighting, in other words, lying to the people in such a blatant way.
But I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Right.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 104.7.
I like this. I like what this heading. Colin Imbert is a big fish. And now he said that was a cabinet decision. Well, then what are they going to do? Falsify the paperwork with cabinet minutes. That was a cabinet decision that was discussed in cabinet. Well, then we water cabinet note. We water minutes. They go that far now too? To falsify the cabinet note? Because right now, they're only talking by VAPs. And I'm happy that the direction in which we are going, very happy in the direction in which we are going. Colin Imbert, we come in What God boy said means calling more people.
That would put
Let me hear the
entire thing in perspective.
All right. The entire thing in perspective, man. Yeah. We come in for call him in both, man. That is good. Him's both.
So we have an additional letter to drop.
Any allegation that the amended public accounts received by the Auditor General on the 16th of April, according to her letter, that those were backdated is patently false. I just want to make sure that I got the first point clear, that I'm saying that any allegation is crystal, right? That we are saying it's patently false. Okay, that any allegation that the amended public accounts received by the Auditor General on the 16th of April, according to her letter, that those were backdated is patently false. That those were backdated is patently false.
The constitutional impasse with respect to the Auditor General's report for the financial year of 2023. And all of this stemmed because there is a missing $3 billion worth of revenue in Trinidad and Tobago. The Auditor General, through her report that we have seen on various networks and news agencies, is that there is a missing $3 billion in revenue. So on the 31st of January, accounts were submitted to the Office of the Auditor General indicating that Trinidad and Tobago revenue for 2023 was about $61 billion. Subsequently, the Auditor General was informed that there were issues with respect to the accounts and that the actual revenue for Trinidad and Tobago would have been $64 billion, which means that there's a $3 billion gap. When the Auditor General audited the accounts after the amended accounts were issued, she still could not find the $3 billion, and therefore that was in fact reported, and that is now a matter of public record. But what is interesting is this, is that the Auditor General has raised a very serious matter with respect to the backdating of the accounts of Trinidad and Tobago, because she had in her possession 2 accounts for Trinidad and Tobago as at the 15th of April 2023. And the both accounts were dated the 31st of January 2024, and I have copies of the both accounts. And these 2 accounts would have reflected various figures, but have the same date. One account was actually delivered to her on the 31st of January 2024 with the revenue figure of $61.8 billion. The other account would have reflected a figure of $64 billion submitted to her after the 31st of January 2024, but was backdated to the 31st of January 2024. Submitted to her after the 31st of January 2024, but was backdated to the 31st of January 2024. Submitted to her after the 31st of January 2024, but was backdated to the 31st of January 2024.
Any allegation that the amended public accounts received by the Auditor General on the 16th of April, according to her letter, that those were backdated is patently false. That those were backdated is patently false.
Acting Prime Minister Con Imbert has been given until 4 p.m. on Wednesday to respond to a pre-action protocol letter sent by the Auditor General's legal team. If Minister Imbert fails to respond, Freedom Chambers will file a claim for judicial review challenging the legality of the investigation announced on May 7th. The investigation, headed by retired Justice David Harris, was set up to investigate the circumstances surrounding the dispute which followed the Auditor General's Public Accounts 2023 report. The letter calls on the minister to cancel or recall the investigation. Ramdas's attorneys say neither the minister nor the cabinet has the constitutional jurisdiction and lawful authority to investigate the action and conduct of the Auditor General. They say it is only the Public Service Commission under Section 121 of the Constitution that has jurisdiction. The letter also states that the risk of bias in the finance minister appointing an investigative team is clear and self-evident. Opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar previously argued that only the Public Service Commission has the authority to investigate the Auditor General. In last week's post-cabinet media briefing, Minister Imbert called her argument nonsense.
It was only on the 16th of April that the amended public accounts were accepted. I had said in the Parliament, look, I don't want to dive too deep into this because, you have one group of public servants saying X, another group saying Y. So the whole purpose of this team that has been appointed and is headed by retired Justice David Harris is to talk to all the public servants involved and see if we could get some clarity on what really happened, basically. Well, nonsense uttered by the leader of the opposition. It's nonsense because in the Senate, I said that I am going to conduct an internal investigation to investigate the facts within the Ministry of Finance. So who is supposed to pick the team? I ask the leader of the opposition to pick the team? It's nonsense.
So it's clear, people. It is clear, Imbert, you have some serious questions to answer. You have some serious questions to answer. Because how now can the lawyers that are representing you say that it is a cabinet committee that was appointed now, when in fact you said categorically you, as the minister and the titular head of the Ministry of Finance, took the decision. And in fact, you went on to say categorically all of the world would have heard. Who should pick that team? The opposition leader, when she, of course, advised appropriately that it is the Public Service Commission should be, of course, making any intervention as far as the terms of reference that was delivered. We ain't talk about the terms of reference yet that you gave us originally here, Imbert. I'm talking to you, yes. Yes, and of course, you are yet to explain, because you told us some cock and bull story about that the second report that came from your ministry to the Auditor General inadvertently, you know what inadvertently mean? By mistake, had the original January 30th report in it. But the evidence is not that. The evidence is that there was a January 31st report, yes, of $61 billion. And then when the information came that there was a deficit, there was a mistake of, and I'm being generous here, there was a mistake of over $3 billion. Then the amended one that was submitted, the Auditor General having agreed for reconciliation, even though you was very disingenuous with respect to that and clinical with the truth. You then, of course, the second one in April, when it was submitted to the Auditor General with a figure of $64 billion, had a date of the 31st of January, backdated. And they played out for them again. And let them understand what we are dealing with in this country, purported to be government and governance, and of course honorable people. When dishonorable people take honorable office or acquire honorable office, the only thing could happen is dishonorableness. This is what this is. Play it again, Andy, so that the people categorically
any allegation that the amended public accounts received by the Auditor General on the 16th of April, according to her letter, that those were backdated is patently false. I just want to make sure that I got the first point clear, that I'm saying that any allegation is crystal, right? That we are saying it's patently false. Okay, that any allegation that the amended public accounts received by the Auditor General on the 16th of April, according to her letter, that those were backdated is patently false. That those were backdated is patently false.
The constitutional impasse with respect to the Auditor General's report for the financial year of 2023. And all of this stemmed because there is a missing $3 billion worth of revenue in Trinidad and Tobago. The Auditor General, through her report that we have seen on various networks and news agencies, is that there is a missing $3 billion in revenue. So on the 31st of January, accounts were submitted to the Office of the Auditor General indicating that Trinidad and Tobago revenue for 2023 was about $61 billion. Subsequently, the Auditor General was informed that there were issues with respect to the accounts and that the actual revenue for Trinidad and Tobago would have been $64 billion, which means that there's a $3 billion gap. When the Auditor General audited the accounts after the amended accounts were issued, she still could not find the $3 billion, and therefore that was in fact reported, and that is now a matter of public record. But what is interesting is this, is that the Auditor General has raised a very serious matter with respect to the backdating of the accounts of Trinidad and Tobago, because she had in her possession 2 accounts for Trinidad and Tobago as at the 15th of April 2023. And the both accounts were dated the 31st of January 2024, and I have copies of the both accounts. And these 2 accounts would have reflected various figures, but have the same date. One account was actually delivered to her on the 31st of January 2024 with the revenue figure of $61.8 billion. The other account would have reflected a figure of $64 billion submitted to her after the 31st of January 2024, but was backdated to the 31st of January 2024. Submitted to her after the 31st of January 2024, but was backdated to the 31st of January 2024. Submitted to her after the 31st of January 2024, but was backdated to the 31st of January 2024.
Any allegation that the amended public accounts received by the Auditor General on the 16th of April, according to her letter, that those were backdated is patently false. That those were backdated is patently false.
Acting Prime Minister Con Imbert has been given until 4 p.m. on Wednesday to respond to a pre-action protocol letter sent by the Auditor General's legal team. If Minister Imbert fails to respond, Freedom Chambers will file a claim for judicial review challenging the legality of the investigation announced on May 7th. The investigation, headed by retired Justice David Harris, was set up to investigate the circumstances surrounding the dispute which followed the Auditor General's Public Accounts 2023 report. The letter calls on the minister to cancel or recall the investigation. Ramdas's attorneys say neither the minister nor the cabinet has the constitutional jurisdiction and lawful authority to investigate the action and conduct of the Auditor General. They say it is only the Public Service Commission under Section 121 of the Constitution that has jurisdiction. The letter also states that the risk of bias in the finance minister appointing an investigative team is clear and self-evident. Opposition leader Kamla Persad-Bissessar previously argued that only the Public Service Commission has the authority to investigate the Auditor General. In last week's post-cabinet media briefing, Minister Imbert called her argument nonsense.
It was only on the 16th of April that the amended public accounts were accepted. I had said in the Parliament, look, I don't want to dive too deep into this because, you have one group of public servants saying X, another group saying Y. So the whole purpose of this team that has been appointed and is headed by retired Justice David Harris is to talk to all the public servants involved and see if we could get some clarity on what really happened, basically. Well, nonsense uttered by the leader of the opposition. It's nonsense because in the Senate, I said that I am going to conduct an internal investigation to investigate the facts within the Ministry of Finance. So who is supposed to pick the team on what really happened, basically? Well, nonsense uttered by the leader of the opposition. It's nonsense because in...
Yeah, I want to hear this part we say again. Let me hear just now. Let me hear what he's saying here.
In the Senate, I said that I am going to conduct an internal investigation to investigate the facts with the opposition. It's nonsense because...
Yeah, he say he in the Senate, right? He never mentioned in the Senate that it is a
cabinet decision.
Cabinet decision. If it was,
he never said that.
Well, then you
said I, and he went on to suggest first person singular, I.
Right, but
in the verb to be. The verb to be, yes. I am, you are, he or she, he, she or it is, and of course,
All right, but
we
here
are,
is
you are.
Yeah.
I.
All right, he said I
am.
But all right, but here is the big question now.
Yes.
Because he get catch with his pants down. He's lying all how, right? And look, he come and he make a next lie again. Well then, should it have a cabinet minutes of the ministers and them agreeing to that, and on what date they came to that decision or what? And is that easy? That is something I may have to ask. I know Robert, he was a cabinet minister. Or somebody who was a cabinet minister. Is it that easy? Is it easy to change it?
Frankly, with this government, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. Because I can tell you that there were two stories with respect, of course, to the Ocean Flower and the Cabo Star, uttered by Dr. Rowley himself. When he went to Tobago, he said, of course, the process was, let me repeat it, I've been very meticulous here now to show a pattern of behavior of dishonesty and manipulation of the system.
But what, we had to take a break so we could always dive in a little more deep. But all I was asking is, is it possible, yes or no?
A pattern of behavior, man, because this is despicable, this is egregious, and this is taking it too far.
Right.
We have a situation where Dr. Rowley said in Tobago, I'll be brief. Dr. Rowley said in Tobago, listen, the process is that the PS, the Port Authority officials identify the vessel. It is transferred to the PS, a cabinet note is made, and then, of course, it goes to cabinet, and the cabinet makes a decision. You know, in a public, one of the parliamentary committees, he went there and then say that he gave authority before it could have reached the cabinet. He Rowley gave the authority to acquire the boats, and then he will get the ratification of the cabinet. In other words, the cabinet, the rest of his colleagues must rubber stamp it. That is on public record, so let's not waste time. We have no
all right,
legal action
right.
to take.
So to make a long story short, they could backdate that too. They could put in minutes. They could make a paper. So they could make a paper.
That's the point I'm making.
All
yes,
right.
I'm referring to that, yes.
All right. Well, Trinidad and Tobago, so they could still, so even if we ask for the cabinet minutes, that was a cabinet decision, we will not be able to get the truth because they could always.
I'm sure Alan Ramlogan, the attorneys for the Auditor General will certainly, of course, pursue that course of action. We can do it too, but I'm sure that will be a public matter in due course as this thing unfolds, this public imbroglio. They lie too much and they deceive themselves too much and believe that somehow.
We understand. I know you're real vexed. I know you're real vexed, but it's time for me to get them people involved. So Trinidad and Tobago, before we take that break, the lines are open. It's all about next week, Thursday, please God. Brian Lara Promenade, 1 p.m. This is a SOS. A SOS. We must drop a letter for Colin Imbert, acting Prime Minister. Let's go to the lines. Morning caller.
Good morning, ground report. Tuna Puna here. Andy Lennox, you know what is amazing with this whole fiasco? Colin Imbert himself, they appoint a former executive member of the Auditor General's office. How the hell you could investigate them when you have a person there who was in the Auditor General office? Who I will be presuming that there could be a lot of falsification of documents in the years gone by that was presented to the Minister of Finance and whatnot, and the whole conspiracy with all of them. And secondly, they blaming the whole computerization, the transformation from
on the public servants. One public servant saying this, next problem, but he throwing the public servants and the bamboos as the head minister.
Andy, but the fact remains is that nobody has come out to identify any matter as it relates to the whole transformation of the computerization system, because it is working. If it wasn't working, you would have heard otherwise that the public servant would have come out and say, well, this, that, and whatnot. But you see, to cover a lie, you make a next lie, and using the thing now to talk about the transformation of the digitalized thing. Then, therefore, one would have asked the minister responsible for digital transformation back us. We wouldn't be able to hear him say something on that because that is his ministry. And if you telling me that this happened, and up to now, we haven't heard a word coming out from Bacchus mode, the Minister of Digital Transformation. Therefore, it means that you've been lying to thing, and always remember the song by Burning Spears. Christopher Columbus is a damn blasted liar. And the whole of PNM, Christopher Rowley, Carl Mimbot, and all of them been found wanting and lying. And now to come and tell me now that you're withdrawing the legal matter against the Auditor General is because you're found wanting and you're lying and they catch you. So you have no ground to stand on. So, Andy, this is the situation. This is troubling, This is troubling.
Very, very, very.
Okay, brother, you take care.
Oh, boy. So the lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. The numbers to call, 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Next week, Thursday, please God, 1 p.m. This is ISOS. It's very, very important.
And when you add forensic and criminalistic application and analysis to this whole matter, you again with my training, there's always a pattern of behavior. It is called, of course, modus operandi. Is not the first time. When, of course, the argument for doing away with the Petrotrin oil refinery. And Dr. Rowley, of course, gave us this bogus story about a 800 million bullet payment that was impending, and the economy and the government cannot afford
it. Hold on.
But it was after they achieved their nefarious act, and they want to sell the Petrotrin oil refinery now. Imbert comes back and now say, in order probably to soften the position and to generate some kind of interest, he now says, in nonsense, now don't get me vexed before I get the clip one time, Imbert come back and say that don't matter how much barrels of oil, over 100,000 barrels was being imported, utilizing, of course, foreign exchange for the refining at the Petrotrin oil refinery. It was making a profit. It was a net earner of foreign exchange. It was a net earner of foreign exchange. That's a pattern of behavior, brother.
Right. Hold a minute. Go ahead, caller.
Foreign exchange. I'll send it for you now.
Right. Go ahead, caller. Wow. Caller. Yes, now. Yes. Hold. Wow. Yeah, just now, I'm trying to get you on there through the thing there. Ah, boy, you're on. Just now. Right, okay, Ah, boy. Nice. You're supposed to be coming in there. Wow. Just now, I had a, oh, boy. Nice. That one fixed. Let's go. Good morning, caller. Yeah, man.
Lennox. Yeah. Andy, this situation, we have to keep this on the front burner. Even though we have a million things going on in the country, we have to keep this thing on the front burner because we don't let them get away with it. Because here why? This Auditor General was only hired last year. What was going on before? How much billions was missing before we didn't know because the others was and I want to leave. That is one of the major questions I want to keep on the front burner. Also, Andy, yesterday, an article in the Guardian, the headlines was Trinidad and Tobago economy is the worst in the Caribbean. Trinidad and Tobago will have oil and gas, was worse than Barbados, will have tourism, worse than Jamaica, worse than St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are the worst economy in the Caribbean. And people still coming here. But here will make my laugh now, Andy. Imbert come sometime recently and say IMF gave the country a good report. And the person who wrote the article yesterday used the same IMF report and say we use it, we are the wrong, we are the worst economy in the Caribbean, right? People rather believe a finance minister who is an engineer than to believe a man who is an economist. This is how bad this country is right now. And we really need to come out next week Thursday, 1 p.m. on the Brian Lara Promenade to send a message.
Yeah, we said it.
Really need it.
We had to keep this in, but
no butter.
So you agree, defender, moreover defender. You agree,
yes,
that this Ember thing must be kept alive.
Must. We Andy with all costs. Every day, even though it's a million other things going on, we need to start the conversation by what Ember trying to sweep under the carpet. But here we're going on with them. We keep it alive so long, they have having them making more mistakes.
Yes.
So when you talk about it, what they're doing, Andy, they're throwing distraction. Gangsters putting up cameras on the pole. A man going in finance ministry to disrupt the water supply. But we're not taking that. You 3 billion missing. You try to bully the woman. She didn't take it. We're standing up on that.
So you're saying next week? So you're saying next week Thursday, please God, 1 p.m. Brian Lara Promenade. Call him Imbert. Call him Imbert, acting Prime Minister, Finance Minister. He have to get a letter.
Yeah, the one who never take a vacation in 9 years has to get a letter.
He had to get a letter. If you have to give Finance Minister, call him Imbert a letter. What will be in that letter? Because you say this have to keep alive. What are one or two of the thoughts or things that you will want to put in that letter addressing him?
Why you remove the lawsuit against the woman? Why? I one. Answer why you don't the woman to talk the truth? And two, how come you can pick a board to investigate your ministry when you have a part of you as a part of the investigation?
Right, but now we are saying a cabinet decision now.
By law, I don't know the court or the law, but by law he cannot pick. Cabinet cannot pick. It's supposed to pick by the Public Service Commission.
Very good.
So he done the line again. And he's breaking the law again, like how he called the woman on she private phone. And one more time before I go quick, Andy. Breaking news. Frank Sipasad took Julia Davy to court yesterday, and she's removed from 919. Breaking news. Enjoy the morning.
Wow.
Bang, bang, bang.
Wow. Let's go to the lines. Wow. Everything we are on all year, getting traction.
That's all that is
we
about.
getting traction. Everything we are on, we getting traction. That's why next week, Thursday, please God, 1 p.m., Brian Lara Promenade. It is very, very, very important that we come out in our thousands of thousands because we have to deliver a letter to Colin Imbert to stop lying, stop breaking the law. We must chant it. Everybody must hear it. Colin Imbert, stop breaking the law. Stop lying. Where we money gone?
Bang, 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 bang.
A pleasant good morning to you, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution to the Ground Report this morning?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Newbie, and to everybody out there. Caller, that was music to my ear, what you just said you ain't leaving, right? And Andy, again, I'll send out a warning. Our house was on fire. We need to wet our own, and I'll leave it there. Something has been gnawing at me since Wednesday, right? And you know, it's eating away at me, and I feel I have to say something. I want to tell Mr. X, my mother, and I'm sure a lot of UNC people out there, mothers did not make fools, right? Or clowns. We support Kamala. I support Kamala. And I am not a fool for supporting her. I know why I support her. I lived through all the good things that lady did. Nobody can compare to it. And if I choose to support her again, I am very well going to do so. She made a very intelligent lady, and I grew up to an intelligent child, and I grew up to be an intelligent lady. I might be the brightest bulb in the park, but I know I can't be fooled, right? And this morning I stand here saying, I strongly support Mrs. Prasad because her team in the NATEX, one day at a time, sweet Jesus. Now, I want to know, are we going to be taken for fools again by Keith Rowley and his government? You make a deal with Sandals, and it had a whole set of undisclosure agreement and this, that, and the other. Now we hear you going India to talk about, he said the man invited him, and we get into here now it's not true, about a cricketing academy in Trinidad. Be Jesus Christ, you can't finish the DB campus to bring in educational tourism. You can't finish the schools that the partnership government built, or even the ones that were built. You refuse to finish it and open it, or clean it and open it. But you want to go and build a state-of-the-art cricketing academy. To do what? And you have the Brian Lara Cricketing Academy already. You don't want to clean up the cycling center and the aquatic center, but you're going to fool the people again. Right. Yeah, you're going to fool the people again about cricketing academy. Now I want to know why Shamfa went. Is it because she heard the Amani bleaching cream is made in India? That's why she went? Because she's useless? She's like an appendix, serving no purpose in the sports ministry. What she went there to do? What did Rohan Sidanan go there to do? Show them how to fix roads? Show them how to pave over there, dog?
Mr. Cruz, you know what the pattern that I'm watching? That same pattern is like the boat where they went and buy, and he's the best salesman. Why it is a prime minister and them going and do that and not a public servant, or the, it's supposed to have professionals within the various, like for instance in the energy ministry. I can't understand this.
That they're doing their own thing. They're breaking the law and they're getting away with it. Because the media is mum. The media is too deceitful. That is why they wouldn't like our program and TC program and them. They wouldn't like it. Because we come here with the truth. We don't lie. And we don't spread propaganda. And cast suspicion on nobody. Well, at least not me. You hear? I don't know why this man keep doing this thing. You are not, no. You spent 57 million and counting to fix the zoo. Why was it necessary to put a cinema there? A cinema complex or whatever all you put in there. 57 million, Andy.
But that
and there's so many things that could have been done.
That little thing I seen the way instead finish, that 57 million?
Yeah.
For that?
Yeah.
But I building that home.
And
Andy, to use a phrase from Rowley, tailoring things to what's wrongdoing. Let me repeat, tailoring things to wrongdoing.
What they're doing.
Rowley here. Go ahead, Mr. Santa Cruz.
Go ahead, Miss Santa Cruz.
Yeah. And Andy, I am absolutely sure they did not even fix up the cages and them for the animals. Look at, we saw the condition of that kangaroo. Why couldn't I find they could have moved this one, put it in Bali's house? Right? Because to get away from all the fireworks that they and the noise from the savannah.
Not only that, the other day I went to the zoo with my kids, and when you're going in, it have a room there that's supposed to have air condition. You're walking, it have a kind of clear blind. And then they have no air condition, nothing. The zoo in a mess, The zoo in a mess,
Yeah.
Tailoring things
but
to what's
Andy, that was not even necessary. Look at what they did with President House, right? Look at how much million to repair. Andy, they took out all the good furniture that was there. God in heaven knows what they did with it, and bought new furniture and everything for Paula May. But let me tell you something. God Papa God have to put back Mrs. Pasabi Sessadia. You know why? To expose all the corruption of the PNM. Every single cent. And if him but feel that he fooling anybody, he lie. Every time Mrs. Pasabi Sessadia pull him up, oh, they're lying. They blow things out of proportion. They don't know anything. You see today what is happening? They had to turn around now. You have to turn around and pull back the lawsuit. But he's going to get it. If he feel it, it's going to end here. It's not going to end here. Because you know why? Anna Ramlogan is going to hang on to him for dear life until something comes out of it. And before I leave, I'm calling on UNC supporters. Support Kamala Natix. She's the only person that can take us into government. Thanks a lot and have a good one, Andy.
Thank you very much.
I sent the video. I sent the video with respect to Imbert claiming that the oil refinery was a profitable enterprise and therefore raises the obvious question: why was it closed down?
Nice. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Andy, Lennox, and Mikey K. The caller before me, Santa Cruz. I want to conclude that what he said. Right? We really need a letter to be taken for the Minister of Health. And you know what? I will like to be in that letter. I will like to be in that letter to tell the Minister he's sitting on that money too long. The money getting too much. We don't want no fat money. We want them to rise up from that money so the poor and vulnerable could get some of that money. Get up from that money. Don't sit on it. You're sitting there too long. And when you watch that face on the television last night, you could see everything. Nobody don't have to say. You could just watch the man and tell all the lies that man lying. You are no shame, Minister. You is a liar.
Acting Prime Minister, call him in Bert. We have a letter to drop for you next week Thursday, please God. For you too. Yes. You're only moving the goalpost. You lie so. Then I come at the next slide to make up the next slide. Then I come at the other line now. Now cabinet super investigating team. When cabinet don't have the power to do that, when the only people can investigate the Auditor General is the service what it is, Lennox, the service commission?
Yeah, the Public Service Commission, yes.
Public Service Commission is the only people. So that
as stated correctly by the opposition leader.
Yeah, you can call him in, but it's a big one, boy.
He said it was nonsense because he told himself he had the upper hand only because he is in the office, appointed, of course, given that by what I consider to be the worst prime minister in the world, if not virtually that, given that appointment, and he believed that he could say and do anything in that office without any consequences or accountability. Well, the hen and the cock and all of them have come home
to roost. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, gentlemen.
Anderson Wilson, a pleasant good morning to you. And all you people on the BTM, good people on the BTM there, good morning to you and thanks so much for continuing listening and supporting the Ground Report program. Go ahead, Anderson.
Andy, all roads lead to the promenade at one. While keep on saying, and listen to Mikey K talking rubbish the other day. But when them elderly reach out there, or young and old people to come out and protest, so a few, a handful, and they ain't seen not one all here. I, for one, I will encourage them to go. So my ticket is long, me can't wait till you can get it. If it's just a letter we go and think, or at least an hour, 11 o'clock, 1 hour should be doing. 1 hour have to be doing. Mutual tires in the beat and burn in the road.
I told you I will be there very early.
And I hear that them fellas going to block the road or the neighborhood or people in the community going to block the road. You feel like going to stay inside? And my presence had to be there. I may not choose nothing in the road, but I had to come out at least and stand up self. But somebody has to stand up with the people. But I ain't telling all them nothing in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. I see whereby all went and everybody tendering for the work. And all continue to fool the public. You Marvin, it's coming so soon. I felt about saying it coming. But the people in the community, they're fed up. You know, my PK said, look how long BTM waiting. BTM does show the demonstrating, you know. BTM does demonstrate, you know. But that is what the country does wait on. The country waiting on BTM. Yeah, to block all the roads. No. All they come out too. All they come out. Just to go and drop a letter, some all ain't coming out. Huh? So, I'm independent also. For everything we do it for a better country. And I think the UNC mean well. We are no worries with Iran Belly and the Mesli and all of them. Right? Everybody don't know who they're going to vote for and what state they're voting for, and everybody don't know it's Kamala and nothing else but anti-Kamala. They're all in on the ground. I don't know what part of that somebody don't understand. That is all you're hearing on the ground. Not me just stripping Anderson to them tell them I vote, you know. That is all you're hearing on the ground. I don't know what kind of ground report we have that all here, at least in hearing that people is stating throughout Lavantil and all that can't vote for a nasty man like Heinz. I look on and I listening.
Oh boy.
You have Imbert's major lie again, which was represented the government, of course, of lies. It seemed to be mendaciousness. It seemed to be idiosyncratic of this government. Where, of course, he said in non-certain terms that the oil refinery was a net earner of foreign exchange.
So again,
in spite of what
Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to play that clip with Colin Imbert admitting. Remember before when they wanted to close it down, they say it's a strain on the country. The refinery ain't making no money. Close it down. After they don't close it down, because he just lie and forget, and then remember. Well, but he didn't remember, that's why he talked the truth here. Let's hear Colin Imbert. Again, when it comes to the refinery, was the refinery a viable, financial, stable business for the people of Trinidad and Tobago? Let's hear.
You're referring to the 20 million US you have to give per year. Is it on a monthly basis?
Yes. And we didn't have to give that before. When the refinery was being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were net foreign exchange to India. When the refinery was being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude. So they were net foreign exchange. When the refinery was being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude. So they were net foreign exchange.
Wow. They were net foreign exchange earlier. The owner, we have to take a break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We have boy.
I want to tell Imbert, the old people have a saying, when you're sour, wet toilet paper does cut you.
That is true to know.
Wet toilet paper does cut you. Go ahead, we go for the break, and when we come back, more on this edition of the Ground Report, Friday edition.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Our restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies. With all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling from 6 p.m. Have dinner on the pavement a la carte with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James. Open 7 days a week.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
On Thursday, May 30th, the day of the holiday, get ready to set sail on the ultimate retro experience aboard the party capital of the ocean, the Harbor Master. Pack your coolers and get ready for Retro Rewind. Retro Rewind, the ultimate old school musical journey. Boarding 9 a.m., sailing 10 a.m., featuring the DJs that know how to keep the vibes unstoppable. Ken Simmons and John Boy, Dr. Ross, Sensational Sammy, the Hitman Howie T, and Bass.
Bass, no time to waste. Retro Rewind Thursday, to May 10 a.m. Harbor Master, we outside.
Get your $275 tickets at all cashier outlets and islandetickets.com. Come relive the moments. Let the music take you on a musical journey through the years.
For the longest while we're jamming in the party.
Retro Rewind. Retro Rewind.
Sometimes I'm back, some of them are rally back.
On Thursday, May 30th, the day of the holiday. Retro Rewind, the ultimate retro experience aboard the Harbor Master.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations: 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village, or call 285-9168.
So, my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
The world of reggae. Saturday, June 8th, Queens Park, Savannah. Welcomes the living legends, Shabba Ranks, Barrington Levy, Anthony B, Maxi Priest, Sean Mason, Black Royalty, and more. Tickets available now. Courtyard 400, VIP stage front 800. Exclusively at Cache Nationwide. Larry's Fashion Labels Chiguanas, Bobby's Bar Q Rep, Rennie Shoe Store, High Street San Fernando, Gastro's Arima, and online at Island E-Tickets. Brought to you by the Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies, DG Homes, and powered by Macusson Triple Extra Stout, Angostura White Oak, B-Mobile and B-Mobile Secure, and Rick L Services.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Mitlin Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Aruka. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Mitlin also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Mitlin.
For over 100 years, radio has been the most accessible, and to date, it's still the most listened to medium everywhere. More FM 104.7 is programmed so you can hear us everywhere. Never miss a beat. This station and its programming is fit for the listeners everywhere with the most variety in Trinidad and Tobago. You are guaranteed to reach your target market with More FM 104.7. Get more sales, get more clients. Book your ads today by calling us 221-4913.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Royal Castle for the month of May is giving you the mega concert deal. Purchase your $400 courtyard tickets at selected outlets for the World of Reggae Mega Concert and get a 2-piece and fries free. Don't miss this mega deal to see reggae superstars Shabba Ranks, Barrington Levy, Anthony B, Maxie Priest, Sean Mason, and more. Brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey's Doors. And Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428 or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Exciting news, Arima. Arima Private Hospital's Urgent Care Clinic is now open. Get immediate care for minor injuries and illnesses, x-rays and lab testing. No appointment needed. Open daily 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Convenient after work hours just for you. Visit us at the corner, Hollis Avenue and Industry Street, Arima, or give us a call at 223-1000. Premium healthcare, affordable price. Arima Private Hospital, caring for you like family.
Oh boy, we are back. Ah boy, when it rains, it pours, always say.
Yes, and the people only calling, they want to hear Imbert and his what is effectively a confession on both counts. Major industry, they closed down, and now you're going to tell us that it was making money. It was making money. But Dr. Rowley will tell us, started of course with the 800 million, and then tell us afterwards that the government went out of the refining business. A new talk altogether. While of course oil refineries making billions with the advent of this geopolitical issue between Ukraine and Russia, and has the audacity and the temerity and the dishonesty to tell us about what Heritage made the windfall, the 8 billion, but never could tell us what if we had the oil refinery, what it would have made. Biden could tell their refiners in the United States, oh gosh, cool it now, only making a huge profit. Cool it now, let the consumer get a little break now. But no, that is the level of deceit that is, of course, the cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago, headed by these fellas. I want to hear about what he said on the one hand, with respect, of course, to the Auditor General and the dates, and saying categorically, no, the sycophants of the PNM must understand what they have is a mafia syndicate that they have, of course, put into government. Shame on the PNM, and you don't understand that you need to abandon these fellas. And of course, the institution itself is so toxic now that cesspool of iniquities needs to become extinct and jettisoned from the politics of Trinidad and Tobago.
Go ahead, caller.
Go ahead, caller. Sorry for that.
Good morning. Mikey, Andy, and Newbie. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, the rest of the world. Fellas, I have an approach. Yesterday, I listened to Amber talking and casually just said it was a $2.5 billion that was entered twice by mistake from the machine and so on. But $2.5 million is a lot of money. And if $2.5 billion came up twice somewhere, I think any ordinary accountant would have seen that. That $2.5 billion is over a multiplicity of purchases or something. It can be one thing, and Invert casually just breeze over it and in any cunning kind of way.
Not only that, everything he's mentioning that it was put in twice, the whole thing. Well, then why you want to have investigating team and all them thing if you don't know what went on? If you don't know what went on, because you're saying what went on, always the problem. Why have an investigation team and all them thing? Well, illegal investigating team. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. And he casually breezed over that and just throw that out there. So $2.5 billion went in twice because of the computer glitch. Yeah. So.
And then to see this,
how something went in twice, and the end result that it was short of of 3 billion.
That is true too.
But these fellas have gone mad. I tell you, they were totally unfit for office in the first place. Everybody knew that who was following, of course, these fellas.
Go ahead, caller.
Morning, and the ground report. Lennox and Mikey.
Yeah.
Morning. Andy, I forwarded to your phone a report, the Kroll report, that answers all the questions on Petrotrin that Lennox is putting out there. Could you kindly forward the report to Lennox and have him look at it for me, please?
All right. What time you forwarded?
About 20 minutes ago, I did that in the past.
All right, send it again. Send it again then now. While on the phone now.
I just sent it for him. I just sent it for you.
Right. It's plenty. Thing come after yours, it's 20 minutes ago.
and no, it's the Kroll report. I will send it back to you then.
Yeah.
Ask Lennox to look at it. That answers all the questions Lennox asking on about Petrotrin.
All right.
I asking, telling, because none of the reports say to close down, the oil refinery. None.
But this report,
there were 3 reports.
This report is a professional report which Petrotrin paid for by a Canadian company, and it shows where, with the infrastructure to deliver oil from the contractors to Petrotrin, it is impossible for so much oil to pass through those pipelines in that space of time. It is virtually impossible.
Oh, that's another report. All right, okay, I hear you.
So that is a very important report, and they never brought it to light, but it was paid for by the state, by the taxpayers. The Kroll report.
All right, I'll look at that. That seemed to be a different one where my mind is not at this time. But I'll look at it.
But you ain't sent it yet. I ain't seen it. You sent it. You now send it back.
Yes, please. No, I still on the phone, Andy. I will send it back now.
Yeah, send it now before it lost with plenty of thing to come in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The numbers to call 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053. 366-3053.
All road leads to Brian Lara Promenade next week, Thursday, from 1:30. Is it, Andy, or 1?
1 p.m.
I know people are going to be there for 1.
Yeah,
so,
1 p.m. We want
yes,
it early.
indeed.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Oh, boy.
After all these revelations, I'm sure that nobody could stay home. We have to live better. We can do better. We must do better. And we must get rid of those albatrosses that have dominated the public spaces and public offices in this country unmeritoriously.
Yes. But the refinery was making money. But have to get a letter next week, please, God. Thursday
Andy,
next week,
is
please, God. Brian Lara Promenade. Call him Imbert. Have to get a letter. That letter I will want, and that letter that call him Imbert, we telling him, take a holiday.
You're referring to the 20 million US you have to give Paria. Is it on a monthly basis?
Yes. We didn't have to give that before. When the refinery was being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were net foreign exchange to India. When the refinery was being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude. So they were net foreign exchange.
There were a net foreign exchange earner. But watch this. Right now, our Prime Minister in India, watch it how we people in Trinidad so stupid. We going and sell something that making money for somebody else to make money. Well, then why the government closed down the refinery that making money? It making money. It was a net foreign exchange earner. All the man was to do, or still could do, is start back the refinery, leave the refinery in the people of Trinidad and Tobago hands. Why you want to give money to some foreign company? Just so. Nah, call him Bert. Next week, please, God. Thursday. Well, it just... Go ahead, Lennox.
That is besides the revelation by the Friends and Fishermen of the Sea, when, of course, he said through freedom of information, the Petrotrin was never dependent on the Treasury. Remember that one? And let them don't get me vexed before I find that one too, you know.
I will try to find that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one. Wow.
These people are dangerous people that have weaponized government against the people. Incompetence to the hilt. and of course always with some sinister agenda to deceive and to deprive the ordinary people, but more so our children and our children's children, mash up the future. The debt to GDP as they came in doubled in 5 years. Doubled in 5 years. They came in with a debt to GDP of just about 44%. It is now vacillating and nearing 100%. That is management of a callous nature, and of course totally debunked by they themselves. But of course the reality is that they have proven to be incompetent and put Trinidad and Tobago on an economic trajectory of disaster. Somalia, Haiti, probably put together.
Go ahead, caller, pleasant good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Andy. You know my voice.
Yes, yes. Look forward and seeing you next week, Thursday.
I'll be the Thursday coming. But what I want to find out, you all should ask for some donation to, like for water and thing. I like to donate at least 5 cases of water.
All you have to do is just bring it. You bring the 5 cases of water.
No, I'll pass sometime Wednesday or Thursday and drop the money for Lennox so you could purchase it.
All right, do that.
Right.
Nice.
But next thing I want always to put in that letter, importers should go.
Step down, boy. All of that we think step down until.
Yeah, step down. They have no moral
down.
and ethical standard. They're like typical con men, nothing different to them fellas who does wait outside banks and rob granny and them. Nothing different, and making similar excuses. They always never did, until of course the evidence is clear, brutal and pellucid as they are, and being unfolded and exposed to you, the population, so you could make honest decision in your own best interest. How could you have people like these in the highest executive and political and public offices in this country? We have to be a mad people to continue and to sustain that.
That's right, Lennox. You're right.
Yes. Hey, Mikey, a pleasant good morning to you.
Morning to you, my brother, Andy Pitbull Williams. Morning to you, Lennox Smith. Morning, Technical Director Newbie. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, our CARICOM brothers and sisters across the region. Locked on to the ground report and say, oh, God, and them to give up, boy. If we had them here in St. Vincent, if we had them here in Grenada, they're locked on. The people are locked on. And those, of course, in North America, Europe, wherever you are, good morning indeed. Next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m., Brian Lara Promenade, gentlemen. Listen, man, I not going to get tired with this flashy toy thing that they want to be sending around on the newspapers about the SSA director in the past. We have time for that. Who get arrested from that died business? Again, it's some cover-up again. Early extension. Early ain't put herself there. Early ain't put herself there at all. The question is why it is that she herself is not conscious and professional enough to say, hey, I can't cut it, you know. But what is going on with these puppeteers and these puppets is because something already in the pipeline. Again, the PNM cannot debate head-on any accomplishment that has taken place in almost the last 10 years that have elevated the lives of the citizens in this country. It has not made your life better. Rowley and the PNM has made your life a living hell. Let's get to that. Let's not lie. It don't matter what party card you have. That's a fact. You could whisper it, you could shout it, you could record it, you could send it via voice note. You know the facts and you know what is real because you're living it every day. You could come on any radio with a PNM and I love it, but when you hang up that phone, you're suffering, you're hurting. And I don't understand. I listen from the beat. Listen, man, when we say we coming, you know. How long are we waiting on Hines? I don't hear you talking about that. You wait Mikey to show up, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I committed and dedicated, you know. Why you didn't tell Hines that? When last time Hines show up and gave something? When last all let's stand up there and say enough is enough? You alone, this lone voice blowing in the wind. Nobody ain't taking on that. Why you need to tell them who they need to expect to show up in the beat? Don't study the ground report. When we say we coming out, we coming out. It ain't no time we don't show up. We feel it is. So watch yourself this morning. We have time for that, you know. I take no prisoners. This is war. And it's all about next week, Thursday, May 23rd on the Brian Lara Promenade. I don't want to hear about early extension. I don't want to hear about the fact this is some new shiny toy they're coming with. Because he was expected to have these talks. We talked about it here on the ground report. And they'll discuss the construction of a cricket stadium on the site of the abandoned Trinbago headquarters. And this proposed cricket facility is to be owned by the Ambani subsidiary, that is Indawin Sports Private Limited, because you know they operate 5 franchise cricket teams, including the Mumbai Indians. And they take part in the annual IPL competition. But what is hurtful? And I heard
so that means that is the foreigner. That is the foreigner there. Where they're going to meet a Selly refinery. He going to earn that piece of land there too. Then, technically.
Well, they say is a deal. He is going to be a part of it. The government just has to put the site. You remember we always hearing that what the government PNM in power is just what the government had to do. And remember what has ended up costing us. We can't forget the gas to liquid. We just had to provide what we already had, and yet still we end up holding the bill. But anyhow, we providing with the abandoned Trinbago headquarters up, and this Ambani subsidiary Indian Win is Sports Private Limited which operates 5 franchise cricket teams. Yes, they will be a part of that, and they're going to talk more about this coming up close to the.
Yeah, but then,
what you mentioned this morning is hurtful.
Why would you?
After all,
why would they invest in a sports academy or a cricket academy when it already had the Brian Lara Stadium where it's underused? We just only get that when we have in the Caribbean cricket games and them kind of thing. So again, we build something there, spend all our money. We're going to play that out to the pell that aside. And something new else going to now go pull up everything.
Andy, this is a world-scale cricket academy. Understand that. You talking about the one in Taru, but we talking about a world-scale cricket academy, Andy. The Kiwis are going to come down. The Aussies are going to come down. Everybody's going to be here. What are you talking about? This is a priority. Well, you feel because you can't spend money or you have no money to send your children to school that they are concerned about that? You think they care about the fact that who need an operation and have to sit down on the ward, on the ground, waiting for a bed and can't get medical attention? You think they care about how many babies dying? You think they care about all of that? This is a world-scale cricket academy, Andy Williams. People were wrong with you. This is priority. And that's why it has to be built. The Prime Minister, who is the #1 salesman for Trinidad and Tobago, he told us he's the #1 salesman. You think he's just jet-setting all over the place, and that's not going to benefit us as a people? Look at your life for the past almost 10 years. You think these trips are about nothing? They're about helping you. You've been getting the assistance. You've been getting the help. It's not to say you can't pay your bills. It's not to say you can't go to the grocery and buy food. It's not to say that senior citizens are under siege by criminal elements just like the rest of us. And whatever money they get at the end of the month, that money gone. By the time they pay for little toiletries and medicine, it's gone. They have nothing to even give their grand or their great-grandchildren. And these people put their shoulders to the wheel for a productive country. And now they have nothing. But on the bright side, there's a world-scale cricket academy coming. And for Roger and others, because we hear a lot of talk when you pay them for black man and black man. You can imagine foreign ownership of Petrotrin. It's a big contrast, a sharp reversal for this country, This energy sector was
that's a bad move, by this country.
It was nationalized, Andy, in the 1970s, followed by the very same OWTU-led campaign. Remember that? That's rich history we're talking about. Rich as the oil, rich as the heritage, rich as the Petrotrin workers, people who have gone, who have actually put out their best. And that gone. that ended up in the hands of a foreign national. And that's another blow to the union because they say, listen, all ain't have enough money, but the union went and they locked down the necessary fundings. So what happened to black man now? You just jump on a plane and that is it. When you come back, it's something they're just buying time, you know. Big announcement for big distraction to deflect the real issue. But we ain't buying that. The entire people taking you for a clown, for a fool in your own country. World scale cricket academy. And why you want to jumpstart Petrotrin so soon all of a sudden? Why? Is there a fear that you're going to lose San Fernando West? And you're trying to see how best you can mama guide the people and say, listen, your jobs are coming back and there's a future. I mean, who's going to buy into all these lies? Then you tell us this thing about, according to Stuart Young, the Petrotrin plant costs TT $500,000 a month. And people say, but they don't understand that because, you know, Newman George, who is the chairman of this Guagua refining company, he provided a figure to the Parliament's Public Accounts Enterprise Committee, and the chairman, he neglected to state the relevant currency. Where's the currency? Because the cost of maintaining the integrity of the plant is really US $500,000 a month. Not T, is US $500,000 a month. And that is a huge difference in cost. Because you remember, you had to get 24-hour surveillance. You had to get nitrogen blanketing, equipment maintenance. You had to keep the refining assets intact and environmental monitoring. Because a man like Mr. Ambani, with his years of experience, he didn't make it up the ladder by buying cat and bag. So you have to maintain it. This is not B14 you're selling now. This is real. And that is why next week, Thursday, May 23rd, you have to stand up and be serious to the fact that you want to live better. How everybody else living better, so how everybody deal that they're cutting with on the outside expect to come here and live better than you. So we's not people too. You have a right to be angry. You are in your right to be angry. People playing you for fools. Every morning you wake up, you're asking yourself, what else are they going to lie about? What else Rowley coming with to play us for fool, for imps, for idiots, for nincompoops? What else they coming with? Thursday, May 23rd, people, 1 p.m. That's what it's all about. And the way we have people on the outside, are they ready?
Are you ready? Next week, Thursday, please, God. Brian Lara Promenade. It's thousands of you should be there or will be there. After hearing, look, Mikey now talk about the refinery. We was a net foreign exchange earner, meaning the refinery was making money, so why close it down?
You're referring to the 20 million US you have to give Paria. Is it on a monthly basis?
Yes. We didn't have to give that before. When the refinery was being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales. So that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were net foreign exchange. When the refinery...
There was a net foreign exchange. Oh boy. 229-0251. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Andy and Mikey. Mikey, look at this. Let me tell you something. You know what I'm noticing with the Auditor General? They're setting she up to remove she just like Jawaharlal, right? Because the only way you could move independent officer like that is in a probe. And if you watch the short man insist he won this probe, and he already telling you what was wrong, where you need a probe for. You don't need a probe to investigate nothing. Because if he telling you what went wrong, but he wants to set up the woman with this probe thing, because that's the only way you can move she from office. I telling you, look at this. He is going to remove she. Thank you.
Next caller, morning caller.
MSO boy, oh boy. Good morning to you, Mikey. Good morning to you.
Morning, brother.
Go ahead, Kingsley.
And let me say good morning to the family. And give me a good morning to the pushback movement family. the ground report family, the stakeholders family, and most of all, the 104.7 family during the day. Mikey and Andy and so where we going, Andy and Mikey and Smith, where we going? Where we going to deliver the letters and them? Where we stopping? Where we going? To who?
We know the main priority at this time is the acting Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance. It is quite clear that we are being played for fools. And we know for a fact that the true patriots of this country are not going to sit idly by take that.
And when we were writing that letter, ask him why he never take a dinner. Let's ask him that.
Why you never take a holiday?
Let's ask him that. Why you never take a day? Every 9 years he act as a Prime Minister. 9 years he's the Minister of Finance. I think this cause is the cause. I think this cause might be some fiery because he's the Minister of Finance, a person who has influence in the system, the police service and others. But we have to stand in defense of them too. We have to stand in defense of the needy, of the poor. And this is what we're going out there for. 9 years, the people did not see the money. We did not feel the money. After 9 years, we realized that we get a 6-story building on Piggett's Road or Piggett's Corner. We realized that after 9 years. So we have to understand that this fight is for people saving our country, saving our children, because we cannot give account for our money for the last 9 years. Where we money gone? Why ain't take a day? This Minister of Finance is a disgrace. He's the worst Minister of Finance this country ever see. You could take 10 Ministers of Finance and put them together. Colin Inwood still is the worst one they could ever find. A person like he who continue laughing at the poor and not noise in the background and the over country background noise. Yeah. After he is a sad thing. And what the ground report doing is for the people, because no other program is leading in front of going up there standing solidarity with the poor and the needy and all who under problems and all who under victimized by this government. The ground report is doing it. After 9 years, the ground report still alive, fighting for country. That when they ask them what the ground report doing, tell them you see the ground report bloody in the arena, fighting for their life, fighting for their life. This is bread and butter, you know. This is 9 years we suffer, you know. This is 9 years we ain't get nothing, you know. This is 9 years we use all the resources and resources finish it, done. We have no more. We have to fight, you know. We have to fight, you know. This thing is not kick thing here, you know. This thing is serious matter for our government. One of the worst government you ever seen in the history. We could take 5 acting Prime Minister and put them together. Colin Inwood still is the worst acting Prime Minister we ever get in Trinidad and Tobago. We have to remove him because at a time he come and apologize to this country and tell this country when he was in opposition he's sorry and he didn't make the mistake again he did when he was in power under Manning regime. Today he make 10 times worse than when he was under Manning. But I want to tell, you see Beckers, you see the Minister of Agriculture, Kazim Hussein, you see Amy Brown, all you, who is Manning favorite? And all you're saying down there, just for all your ministry, that's to be a cabinet minister. All you're sitting down there and looking Rowley just to be a minister, boy. All you're stand up in Manning legacy, boy. in PNM Legacy, boy. Or you sitting down there and watching Dr. Rowdy destroying the PNM, and all you have nothing to say, just to be a cabinet minister. Come report, we have to fight. I thank you very much. Mr.
Nice. Trinidad and Tobago, let's go for a quick break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations. 330 Eastern Main Road, Arouca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village, or call 285-9168.
So my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Canoopia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Canoopia.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Trinidad and Tobago, welcome to the most premier reggae dancehall concert in the world. The World of Reggae. Saturday, June 8th, Queen's Park, Savannah, featuring the Emperor of Reggae. Shabba Ranks. Cool. Shabba Ranks.
It's just reality. It's a barocking mind. Reality, some of them have eyes and still looking blind.
Shabba Ranks.
So John just sit and all this profit before we say we live in love and unity.
Shabba Ranks, together with his full band, alongside the legends of reggae, Anthony B., Barrington Levy, Maxie Priest, Shaw Mason, and more. For more info, visit Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Keywords World of Reggae. Brought to you by the Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies and DG Homes.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fried bake, roast bake, and pies. With all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling from 6 p.m. Have dinner on the pavement, a la carte, with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James, open 7 days a week.
David Guide and Son Funeral Services, with locations in High Street, Superior, Port of Spain, Couva, San Fernando, and Point Fortin. David Guide and Son Funeral Services is the choice for you. Having to lose someone you love is already hard, so funeral services and arrangements should be made easy. And at David Guide and Son, that is what we guarantee. We guarantee our customers exclusive services at affordable prices. Our services include funeral pre-arrangement packages, casket customization, great customer service, the latest in body preparation technology, and the best fleet of vehicles to give your loved ones the send-off they deserve. With 5 convenient locations located nationwide, feel free to call or visit us today. With full packages starting from as low as $7,500, call David Guide and Son Funeral Services today. Distinctive, not expensive.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Midland Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Arouca. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Midland also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Midland.
Are you heading east this Friday or Saturday? Make Cops Bar and Lounge Crepe your #1 choice for cold beers, great music, hot fries, tasty chicken, and unbelievable fish combos. From 4 p.m., join more FM's Starboy Kerry and yours truly Music Library. Cops Bar, your one stop for cold beers, tasty food, fun, and yes, each and every Friday and Saturday, win a bottle on the spot at 11 p.m. Yes, complete on location, the entry form, and at 11 p.m. become an instant bottle winner. The one place in the east where the beers are very cold, and the fries are very hot, and the chicken and fish combo tasty. So join the fun at Cops Bar and Lounge at Curep.
Lauren said, call out in New York City.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
The world of reggae. Saturday, June 8th, Queens Park, Savannah. Welcomes the living legends, Shabba Ranks, Barrington Levy, Anthony B, Maxi Priest, John Mason, Black Royalty, and more. Tickets available now. Courtyard 400, VIP stage front 800. Exclusively at Cache Nationwide. Larry's Fashion Labels Chiguanas, Bobby's Bar Q Rep, Rennie Shoe Store, High Street San Fernando, Castro's Arena, and online at Island E-Tickets. Brought to you by the Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies, DG Homes, and powered by Macusson Triple Extra Stout, Angostura White Oak, B-Mobile and B-Mobile Secure, and Rick L Services.
Exciting news, Arima. Arima Private Hospital's Urgent Care Clinic is now open. Get immediate care for minor injuries and illnesses, even x-rays and lab testing. No appointment needed. Open daily 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Convenient after-work hours just for you. Visit us at the corner, Hollis Avenue and Industry Street, Arima, or give us a call at 223-1000. premium healthcare, affordable price. Arima Private Hospital, caring for you like family.
Backed by popular demand, something extraordinarily exciting is happening all over the country. The Multiplier X Effect.
NLCB Scratch players have been extremely ecstatic as they can maximize their cash winnings with the multiplier trio of games.
For just $10, $20, and $50, play the trio of 10X, 20X, and 50X games for a chance to win your way to $10.5 million in cash and up to 45 chances to win.
The multiplier trio. Play all three and multiply the excitement today. Players must be 18 years and older. Please play responsibly.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 4.7.
Oh, yes. We are back. We are back. Once again, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Gentlemen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here contemplating
Wonderful.
on next week Thursday. I think it would be a red letter day, a significant day, a day where we once again go out there and defend our democracy. We have a marauding bunch of opportunistic political parasites that have weaponized government against the people and in their own self-interests and purporting to be, of course, in the public's interest.
Lennox. Lennox, you cannot. Let's not try to make this thing sound diplomatic. Let's not do that. It's quite simple. This wicked, taxing, thieving, lying, baby killing government must go. And we are not going to be distracted. They're not going to be able to deflect from the real issues. We know right from wrong. And what's happening here is wrong. It's wrong.
A water tank.
There's nothing diplomatic about this. This doesn't require diplomacy. This
somebody sabotaging water supply. Yes.
This doesn't require diplomacy. This requires individuals who are committed and dedicated to see this thing through. That's what it's all about. That is what this is all about. My God, you're saving your country. This man went to India and we don't know. You see, that's the next thing. Everything is done in secrecy. Everything is a backroom deal. Some under the table. And then you want to claim that you are the best salesman and you went here and you went there. Listen, we could talk until whenever. But at the end of it all, we want to live better. That's it, you know. You can't tell me you don't want to live better. Even if your whole narrative, your life is, you see me, I don't get involved in that thing. Now you see, as long as you see I could live, as long as you see I get more, because regardless of who they, I still had to get up and look fit. I had to look fit. Yeah, all right. But it's on your doorstep now. It's knocking on your door. You have to make a decision. You don't have to get involved. You can live your life. But we are at this point here now that we cannot turn a blind eye. And that kind of mentality and thinking is not going to help us. In order for us to live better, understand this. In order for us to live better, we have to get rid of Rowdy and the PNM. That's simple. This is not a complex situation. It is not an Einstein equation. It is quite simple. Something is causing you great inconvenience. Something is causing you great social discomfort. Something is causing you an economic suffering. Something is just causing you not to live good. So what do? You have to remove it. And we go and we make sure by the ballot along the lines of our constitution and we get rid of it. Get rid of it once and for all. Get rid of it. And this is the opportunity that is coming and coming soon. And with us committed and united, it could come anytime now because we're not buying into their nonsense. Nobody cares about SSA and director and so forth. Go mainstream media with that nonsense. I not your earlier extension. Earlier didn't put herself there, and there's a reason why it was extended, and I'm sure we'll see it play out soon. You went in there, you talking world scale cricket academy. You ain't talking to the mothers who had to compromise their sexuality to feed the children. They go on looking for work, and a man want to know if they have a mole on the back, if they have load on the shoulder. That's all he concerned about. But she had to feed her family. You ain't concerned about the men who feel emasculated because they had to go with their hands swinging because they can't feed. They can't feed their loved ones. You not in sync with that. As far as you concerned, who live, who dead. You know what? We not going to die. Not to give you that advantage and to make you happy. Our happiness will be seeing you in silver bracelets. You did an injustice to this country, regardless of how people want to spin it. And next week, Thursday, we had to come out in our numbers. That's what matters here, Lennox. That is what matters here.
Total agreement. That euphemism as opposed to my euphemistic way of putting things. But nonetheless, the objective is the same. They must be gotten rid of, and we must, of course, unite in that process. And Thursday is just another installment. Next week's Thursday from 1 o'clock, another installment outside, of course, outside Express and on Banlara Promenade, as we, of course, go and deliver our respective letters to the respective elements that are really an albatross to Trinidad and Tobago and our development. Andy, I would love to hear those clips played again to verify, to certify that is a mafia syndicate that Rowley has assembled, and their survivability, so they believe, is based on lies, deception, and hoodwinking the population, only gaslighting galore, without, of course, producing what the people require, and that is to say, a better life, a greater life, amelioration, and, of course, eradicating poverty, which, of course, they have, of course, instituted as a mechanism and a feature of their policy. Only pauperization, why they tell us something different. The opposite is happening.
Yeah, you went and sit down. You don't care about nobody. You went and sit down in a funeral of a former prime minister. A former prime minister. You went to Pandey's funeral, but now they're taking back the land that was given to the steel band fraternity by the same Pandey, same former Prime Minister Pandey. He gave the land to the steel band for you. Didn't give them anything. The PNM didn't give the steel band fraternity anything. You don't give the Emancipation Committee nothing. What you give black people? A plaque on the side of the treasury? A plaque? You went Ghana. You're coming back to say, well, what? We come back to tell black people.
Ghana, incidentally, people, is in the jaws of an IMF program. Let's
yes.
That. Yeah.
It was Pandey that gave them that land. Pandey.
Yeah. Last time he promised us yam and dashin, and we have yet to see it.
And you now giving it to the owners of the Mumbai Indians for a cricket academy? That what you going in there for? That is the deal? That and the refinery? That is the deal? To come and promise who?
And we have to note the gullibility of the leadership of the steel band fraternity, because they are settling for accommodation in Port of Spain, so that if they have to do a competition, they cannot do it on their own compound, which of course the facility up at Twin City would have provided. So again, leadership and questionable in terms of whose interests they are seeking.
Yeah, who's on the outside? Let's take some calls. I mean, it hurts you, boy. It hurts you.
Yeah. It's irking. It's terrible. It's horrendous, and it cannot continue lest we destroy Trinidad and Tobago. Haiti, Somalia, a failed state.
Boy.
Newbie, are you there?
Yeah, who's on the outside? If we have any calls, a pleasant good morning to you, Newbie.
Okay, Mike?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm here again,
Yes, brother.
Remember, there's a saying for those who do not remember the past, them to repeat it. Mikey, what we've seen here is a repeat of Scott. We had a world-class steel mill down here, and we closed it down. And who come and take it over? The Mittal group of companies. And this was a ready-done steel mill because they was getting cheap electricity, cheap gas, two of the main ingredients in running a steel mill. They bought that steel mill, and Mikey and all you know this. I want Trinidad and Tobago to know that they become some of the richest people in the world today because as a consequence they made billions of dollars from ISPAT, well, whether to Scott, and then they changed the name to ISPAT. And they went all over to Mexico and all over to Europe, and they bought over abundant steel mills. And that's resulted in them today being one of the top producers of steel in the world. So what we have here is, what we have really is that, we can't manage nothing. We have world-class facility things down here. But what is more important, Mikey, what you mentioned, you see this cricket academy, we players, the West Indian players, are in great demand throughout the world in any form of cricket. And as a consequence, the Indians see that if they could capitalize on this market and capitalize with our players, with the resources that we have, it could enhance their thing, and they could make millions and probably billions of dollars off of this thing. So it just goes to show you that Keith Rowley, the West Indies Cricket Board and all of them, is a waste of blasted time. I am telling you that because they are selling out the patrimony when we could have set up our own academy in the region to improve our thing and to attract foreigners and big investors into the a lucrative market like that. But we can't do nothing like that. Keith Rowley, as you say, Mikey, is the world's best salesman, and he will sell out. Imagine you could take Trinbago headquarters, where they don't have a headquarters, and you could take that piece of land and want to now convert it into a cricket academy. It just goes to show these people have no vision, absolutely none. And I am saying what we've seen here is a repeat of its part. It's Scott, rather. Thank you very much, my brothers.
Thank you to the
well, happy birthday, of course, to Mr. Giuseppe. Pleasant birthday to you, and of course, the Chin Chin family. Pleasant. I'll wish you many, many, many more. Yes, indeed, from the Ground Report and myself here.
And Monday, I also want to touch back on this Eastern Credit Union issue. I don't know if the line minister, anybody taking any action against these individuals, but some very, very alleged shady deals are going on. Very, very shady. And I think this has to be looked into it, and it has to be stopped.
Good morning.
These individuals, it has to be stopped. Morning.
Oh, we have a caller. Good morning.
Go ahead,
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Mikey and Lennox and Andy Williams. Mikey, I will be there Tuesday down at the Brian Lara Promenade. I want to audio devotees to the Ground Report. You know, speaking to you, right?
Hey, short man, how you going?
I very good, my brother Mikey. I will see you down Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Right?
Always there. Always there.
I want always be with you also. I will be there Tuesday, my brother, and all best wishes to the Ground Report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes. Mikey, somebody asked the question, I think it's a valid one. If Imbert is a Dominican, why the Dominican government, is not clamoring for him? He's so good as a minister for that in Trinidad. I suppose they have seen that he's governing and superintending the breaking of the Trinidad and Tobago economy, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, this is real, boy. This is real. I mean, a world scale cricket academy, Petrotrin. You have a problem with the land of apparently that the former Prime Minister Pandey gave the Steel Pan fraternity.
And there's so much land up there. There's so much land up there. University of the West Indies got a piece to do some agricultural experimentation, but I'm sure that there's a lot of additional land there. Why can't the Pan fraternity be accommodated as well as that initiative? something is
Well,
wrong. We
it's
have to
quite
find out
simple.
from
It's quite simple too,
Diego
Lennox.
what is happening there.
Well, yeah, it's quite simple too. I mean, there's a venture going up along that stretch there if you're coming into Port of Spain. And if that large venture, for whatever reason, I doubt it's going to fail because it has the backing and resources. But just to show you that we could build something similar for the steel band fraternity, but of course, it's going to be no different than what's going on with the rental of property to the government. We could build it, you know. We could show you. You see what we building here for ourselves? We could build something similar.
Gentlemen, we have a call on the line.
Yes,
Go ahead,
good
caller.
morning. Good morning, gentlemen. Ground report, good morning. This is Arima. Ground reporters, good morning.
Good morning.
It is heartbreaking to see that Trinidadians will sell their souls, and it's all about earning a few dollars than to try to preserve the integrity of our nation. And I say Trinidadians, I don't mean one class of people, but it's everybody who is involved in some type of office, everybody who could sign off on a document, everybody who could do something for the benefit of having a couple extra $100,000 in their account. And that is why we are where we are today. Nobody does anything with integrity anymore. Nobody does anything for the future of their grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Everybody just sees after themselves. My own self, my pocket. I want a new car. I want to be able to spend money. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, our generations to come are the ones who will suffer. And Father God knows how He already earmarked a place for most people like that. There is a place already earmarked. It's just a matter of time. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
All right, thank you. Thank you, dear newbie. Yes, so the lines are open. Who's on the outside? You know, of course, it's all about next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m. Brian Lara Promenade right there, where we gathered the last time, opposite the Twin Towers.
Caller, you live?
Morning, Andy, and the ground report.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Andy, I sent you back the report. I don't know. I sent it to 366-3053. I don't know if you got it. I sent it over to Lennox.
I will eventually get it, caller. Rest assured. All right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's important that you look at it. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes. Just taking you back there, Lennox, looking at history, boy. This was written by the former Terry Joseph. And even as he handed over instruments of ownership of a parcel of land valued at some $9 million to Pantrin, Prime Minister at that time, Basdeo Pandey, said government would fund the cost of constructing the PAN body's headquarters on the site. And he was at the time delivering the feature address at a ceremony on site to mark the occasion. And Mr. Pandey said, "You come up with a plan for your headquarters, and I will find the money to build it." And Mr. Pandey also pledged government's financial support for the next World Steel Band Music Festival that was going to take place next July. And the 8-acre parcel situated off the westbound lane of the Churchill Roosevelt Highway, Orange Grove Estate, near Trin City Mall, was acquired from Carney 1975 Limited. In addition to Pan Trinbago's headquarters, the building will house a performance center and offices for the body's eastern region. Vision, plan. Now today, that steel band fraternity, what's going to happen? We're talking world scale cricket academy, Lennox. And you're right. Why is there seem to be a deafening silence from Pantry Bago?
We have a caller in line.
Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, good morning. This is the Silver Fox here.
Morning, brother.
Yes, man. I will be there on Thursday coming. When I hear you this morning talking all them kind of thing about petrol train and all them things, it moved me. I was moved this morning. And I come in to stand up, and as I am coming to stand up, I hear Kingsley say we standing up for the poor and the needy. The poor and the needy have foot. They have foot to come out, right? We want thousands of people coming out, and if they are under problem, they're supposed to come out. I want to understand something. These same government people have grandchildren and they have children, and they're not standing up against Rowley and telling me doing the wrong thing. Is they have to live here. They're selling out everything in this country. What the people of Trinidad go on, what we gonna have to talk about. The foreign people owning everything in Trinidad and Tobago. When the time comes, what we'll be fighting for? We will be fighting for nothing. And I have to live properly. My child have to live properly. My grandchild have to live properly. Because these people who do it with this wickedness living properly. And what is wrong with us? We are living in the time of the living dead. Trinidadians and Tobagonians, we have to come out. We have to make a stand. My great-grandmother tell me there is a way to skin a cat. There is not one way. It's not one way alone to do that. We are people too. We will be making bread out of dirt and grass just now, like we thought of when we used to baking long time. What is wrong? What is wrong with we? We are not the least in this world. We was happy at one time. When Camilla was there, we was happy. What is wrong? Get up. I want you all to watch out yourself in the mirror this morning. The fox said, watch out yourself in the mirror this morning and ask all yourself if we are people too. Ask yourself if we are people too. Stand up and ask yourself, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We have to get out there, and we will get out there. And when I come down from Tobago, because I'm spending over $500 to come, I want to see top Trinidadians getting out there because it's only a car you paying. We have to save Trinidad and Tobago. We have to ban your belly and save the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Tobago. Silver Fox, thank you. It's everything they want. And that same Pantry and Bagel, that was intended to have the headquarters, a gas station, a pan factory, a chrome plant, a hotel and conference center. And it was going to be increased to 12 acres, starting at 8. It was going to increase to 12 acres. And our very own Peter Canai, brother Peter Canai, who has been a supporter and a true advocate for the national instrument, was part and parcel of those negotiations. Let me say good morning to Peter Canai. That is what it was going to be, headquarters, gas station. You know what I mean? Pantry and Bagel would have had its own commerce industry. Who's on the outside? Morning, welcome. The Bagel come in. So who's you? You just had to take a taxi or a bus. Silver Fox and the team come in. The lines are open. Who's on the outside? Morning, welcome.
No one yet, no one yet.
All right, I think we scheduled to take a short break. Is it possible?
Give me what? You want to give me a commentary while I organize the fuel in the back?
Yeah. If we have, yeah. So, folks, if you're there, of course, don't forget next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m. Lennox, I don't know if you're still there as well, but this is very, very important indeed. And I want you to double check this, Lennox, if you're there at some time. What is the cost of preserving this Petrotrin plant? Is it the TT $500,000 or is it the US $500,000? Because when you look at the fact of so much things that has to be done, nitrogen blanketing, equipment maintenance, 24-hour surveillance, keeping the assets of the refinery intact, environmental monitoring, and so much things. It's not a matter of just leaving it just like that. So how much money is being spent monthly to preserve the plant. And find out first if it's in TT.
All right, Mikey,
US.
are you ready? We can go for the break.
Yeah, we go take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
The restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fried bake, roast bake, and pies. With all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. They also have soup specials as well as crab and dumpling from 6 p.m. Have dinner on the pavement a la carte with burgers, fried nuggets, gyro, and just about anything you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your order. Shiny and Ari, Main Road, St. James. Open 7 days a week.
Double the vibes and double the flavor. KFC zing a double stacker. Crispy chicken fillet with cheese in the middle. With barbecue sauce and it zing what a thing. KFC zing a double stacker. Big gun taste and big gun flavor. KFC zing a double stacker. Ready right now.
Get a Zinger double stacker sandwich for only $49.95. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Exciting news, Arima. Arima Private Hospital's Urgent Care Clinic is now open. Get immediate care for minor injuries and illnesses, using x-rays and lab testing. No appointment needed. Open daily 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Convenient after work hours just for you. Visit us at the corner, Hollis Avenue and Industry Street, Arima, or give us a call at 223-1000. Premium healthcare, affordable price. Arima Private Hospital, caring for you like family.
Are you heading east this Friday or Saturday? Make Caps Bar and launch Crepe, your number one choice for cold beers, great music, hot fries, tasty chicken, and unbelievable fish combos. From 4 p.m., join more FM's Starboy Kerry and yours truly Music Library. Caps Bar, your one stop for cold beers, tasty food, fun, and yes, each and every Friday and Saturday, win a bottle on the spot at 11 p.m. Yes, complete on location, the entry form, and at 11 p.m. you come an instant bottle winner. The one place in the east where the beers are very cold and the fries are very hot and the chicken and fish combo tasty. So join the fun at Caps Bar and Launch at QRF.
Lauren saying call out in New York City.
The rainy season is here, so be weather smart and change your tires to handle the nation's wet roads. After all, you don't want to be the one to cause any accidents, do you? So why not check out Racetrack Wheels right now? They're the only one that gives you quality tires to hold the road properly. And to top it off, Racetrack Wheels carries all sizes of tires for all makes of vehicles. They are the sole distributors for Salem and Achilles tires. These tires carry a full manufactured warranty and is the #1 tire for comfort and performance in this rainy weather. We have the latest rims in all sizes, all at drastically low prices. We also do blank wheels that could be drilled to your vehicle specification. It's all about new technology and keeping ahead of the game.
So hurry on down to Racetrack Wheels, 3 locations. 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, 82 Bethany Road, Bucco, Tobago, and 64th Southern Main Road, Chase Village, or call 285-9168.
So, my friend, take it from me and be weather smart this season and change your tires right now at Racetrack Wheels.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Backed by popular demand, something extraordinarily exciting is happening all over the country. The Multiplier X Effect.
NLCB Scratch players have been extremely ecstatic as they can maximize their cash winnings with the multiplier trio of games.
For just $10, $20, and $50, play the trio of 10x, 20x, and 50x games for a chance to win your way to $10.5 million in cash and up to 45 chances to win.
The multiplier trio. Play all three and multiply the excitement today. Players must be 18 years and older. Please play responsibly.
Yes, Trinidad and Tobago! This is Biggie Irie, and I'll be performing live at the Center of Excellence on Saturday, July 20th for the More Music Festival. So come on out, go get your tickets now! Saturday, July 20th at the Center of Excellence for the More Music Festival. Saying, see you there.
It's More FM. It's More FM. Friday events where the DJs play all the hits.
Me like bad, me like go-go, she like pop.
It's Generation Gap with only huge classics.
Hard in the double R, flashing the rings with the window crack, holla back, money in the thing.
More FM is live.
Come let me go.
All day Friday.
Come let me go. See when things in my life start going wrong, just mix me something strong, and I'll take a sip, yeah, and I'll forget about it, yeah.
Big Tune Friday, where all the big tunes are played.
Yeah. Rich pass, tell up, spin up, dip down, like Chinese wise for the clip down. Show it up and make you fall from your distance.
3 to 6 p.m. Iconic Friday, where we go hard.
When I was all I get is white dust.
Only good vibes, good music from the Goodness Team. We keep you rocking with the greatest hits and all the good energy on the virtual boat ride. So keep it locked to More FM Friday events.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Its owners and associates accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back. We are back, folks. And of course, you know, it's all about next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m., where we gathered, of course, last Thursday, right there outside of the Twin Towers. I'm getting some great feedback here. Good morning, yes. Good morning to the good folks out there. Hey, Donnie, good morning to you, Donnie. Yeah, how we could forget Donnie when you want that cold water, whatever, he's always there. Good morning to you, Donnie. Good morning to the Arima team once again. Darren, Daniel, and the entire team. Nyron, can't forget, of course, Neville. Good morning to you, Bishop Martin. Yes, the entire crew, Morgan, everyone, good morning, good morning. They are making their way down. Darren Daniel has another maxi. Of course, we can't forget the team from Grandy. That's Andy for Grandy team. Davide O'Meara has made contact. Good morning, Davide O'Meara. Boy, look at it coming out. And we also have some folks, even from the Cleaver Heights. I'm going to say good morning to Dwayne and the entire team. They said this is it. I wasn't there last time, but we are coming out. 10 of us already confirmed up here in the east. So good morning to them. And we have some folks from Valencia as well. I'm just reading it out here. Okay, thank you. Thank you indeed. Oh boy, South South is sending us that, yeah, we know Sister Z is not in the country, but her family is going to be there. So good morning to you, Z and the family, Grace, Nisha, all the folks who will be making their way down there. Good morning. Macano, heard from you. Thank you, Shortman. And of course, Tobago, Silver Fox is saying, listen, I had to spend some money, but I come in. It's important. You just had to take a maxi and you're coming down. Good morning, indeed. Indeed. Whoa, there's another one here. Yes. So, folks, the lines are open. You get on the inside. It's all about next week, Thursday. Are you tired being played for a fool, for a clown, for an imps, for a nobody? And according to our good brother, our comrade from Tobago, Silver Fox, what about us? What about us? We don't want to live better. We don't want good things too. So it's only their children should be off to Orlando or somewhere in Universal Studio, Disney World. What is your child going to be doing over the August holidays? What are they going to do? You have to find money because they're home. You have to find something to do. Are you even employed? What is going to be happening to you while they're having ham, lamb, and jam? Next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m. Don't let them try to spin it. Don't let them try to sell you anything. You had enough of that. Rowley and the PNM must go. Yes, Andy, they must go. So the lines are open, Andy. And listen, hey, Mr. Lahokita, thank you so much. As far as the book, Andy, reach out to the people in the book. And again, for the large crews that are registering, don't forget, you can hit me up via WhatsApp, 494-0938, 494-0938, and also 366-3053. That's 366-3053. They're coming out. They go Martin as well. So, Andy, they are coming.
Wow, so it's all those commitments that are coming in right now with people coming out next week, Thursday. Please go to Branara Promenade, 1 p.m. Wow, Mikey, I am impressed by the people courage, their will. And they really mean that they want to make a difference. They want to be a part of making a difference. Oh boy, oh boy.
I mean, come on, and by now, people, I mean, you could pick sense from nonsense, man. If there's one thing you learn from Rowley and them, you should be able to detect a lie a mile away. You ain't fed up, boy. You ain't fed up people telling you something and you know better. You heard Hines said that Earler's performance good. Rowley said Earler performance good. Now, if you look down the scale when it comes to ranking, number 1 is excellent. Number 2 is outstanding. Number 3 is very good. Number 4 is good. And number 5 is satisfactory, which is borderline failure. So you see how low that rating really is? It's not about excellent, outstanding, very good, just good. It's good enough to make sure that we continue having more murders than days of the year. It is good enough to just have these home invasions taking place where people feel it's their God-given right to jump your wall, kick your front door, come through your... Actually, you and your family. Yeah? That's just good, boy, Andy. It's only home invasion every day. It's just home and people just don't care. It's the easiest thing. Why? Because you're sitting ducks. Imagine you're an easy target. You in your own country, in your own community, and you are just an easy, soft target. God, boy, who on the outside? Who on the outside, boy? God.
Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The lines are open. The numbers to call, 229-0251. That's 229-0251 or 239-5120. 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053. 366-3053. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yes. This is Silver Fox here again.
Ah, boy. Tobago, go ahead, my brother.
Again, I don't want to be like Mr. Tonapuna, but I'll talk again. Now, I want the people of Trinidad and Tobago to know we are all in this together. Together, we all in this. And we have to stand and bind together. And we will make a difference in Trinidad and Tobago. Because nobody don't care. Nobody in authority don't care how we live. And we have to care how we live. Because this is our home. We have nowhere to go. We have nowhere to run, and nobody will run us from our land. Nobody is coming from our next land to run Trinidad and Tobagonians from their own land, where the grandparents slave and put here. And we are the ones that are responsible for our own lives. And we have to come out there, regardless to what is our complaint, what is our state. We have to stand at some point in time. And the ground report is doing it now for us to have a voice and a say. And we have to use this opportunity on Thursday and beyond Thursday. We don't need no 1970 and this to make a point. We can make our point without that. There are many ways to do things that will have the same results as 1970. And the more you come out, it will show us a difference to the government that the people really care about themselves. Not about the government, we care about ourselves. And this is the time to do it. We have the ability, we have the strength, and it no sense be talking, and you're not coming out. You have to make the difference. This is our place, our grandchildren place, our children that is not born yet place. So we have to do what we have to do for our survival. Thank you.
I look forward to you on the Tobago clip on Thursday next week. Please God, Brian Lara Promenade. Because Tobago are a part of Trinidad. The reason why Tobago is suffering today have everything to do with central government. Have everything to do with calling him birth Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley and this PNM government. And Tobago, you all have to stop getting on. Yes, we are separated by water, but we are one people. We need your help too. We need your voice to be a part of this movement, to be a part of this revolution. People power. People have the power.
So true. So true, Andy.
Mikey boy.
Yes, indeed. And we could spot a trap a mile away too. I'm going to say good morning to Ghost. Yes, Ghost said he be there. This talk about when you came the last time, nobody was there. You know how long we was out there? You want to come on the Friday because we was there on the Thursday. So we could spot a trap a mile away to it. No games. This is the no game zone. Next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m. You hear that, Hugh Rodriguez? Next week, Thursday, May 23rd, 1 p.m. Stop making excuses.
We can't say Hughes Rodriguez is a trap yet. Let me see next week Thursday, please God, if we're going to see Mr. Hughes Rodriguez, better known as Ghost. If we've seen all of that, and we've seen people who have been dormant, and many of you have been dormant in the politics or in the upbringing or the uplifting or being patriots for country when it comes to your kids, all you had to shake yourself off. Forget that dormantness. Because if Ghost coming back out too, who is anybody else? Let's go to the lines. Morning, Paul.
Andy, morning. Gong report, morning, TP here.
Go ahead.
Right. I was one of the men that called in connection with the demerit points.
The demerit points. We want you and all them drivers and there next week Thursday, please God. Because we will make the press available for you all if they come out. So it's up to you all to come out.
Right. Now here it is, eh? This government is taking advantage of the people. They have no respect for the people. They're doing what they want. They kind of how they want. They're taking police and making them license officers. Right? This demerit point cannot work in this country. Over 400,000 people out of a license. Don't tell me something. If you have to depend on your license to make a day work, how could you make a day work to mind your family? These people get their laws from wherever it is. Inverse, nasty man inverse. Taking the laws and pressuring the people. You pay paying for the ticket and stay the points still there. Right? This is advantage. And here is now, your license is a very important piece of document. The document your license could do, it could represent you in the voting station. It could represent a vote paper in business. It could represent your passport in business. Right? When this government comes to take away people's license, that they're cruel to the people. They don't care about the people. All they care about staying in government, making laws, spending the money to suit themselves. This thing has to stop. This demerit point thing has to go.
While you're saying that, hold 1 minute. While you're saying that, it will have people out there. So because I want them to feel you, I want them to feel us.
Yeah.
Right. I am not against demerit points per se.
Yeah.
What I'm against is the demerit points is being used for everything. If you tell you're taking demerit points, that is me. So I want to know if that is all you do. So we breaking it down to other drivers and other people who say, well, when you break the law, you have to pay the price. All right. I am saying demerit points is good for
no, it ain't good,
drunk and no, you must lose points if you're driving dangerously.
Yeah, well, 2 points or something.
I could understand that.
Everything. You see a man,
I could.
a parking ticket, I'm going to pull it down.
Right, hold. Because we can't come across like we don't want laws. I'm not saying that the demerit points is a bad thing, you know. But them make it bad. Yeah, why?
It's bad for the country.
Oh, God. All right, I'll cut you a little bit. Because what I'm trying to do is help all you. I'm trying to help all you. Wait, I'm trying to listen. Just now. I am in agreement. Driving dangerously. Whether it's 1 point, 2 points, or if it go, take points. I'm in agreement. Yeah, drinking and driving under the influence of alcohol.
Right.
With take points.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't agree with demerit points for windscreen break or backlighting walking. Oh, nah. I can't agree with that.
A parking ticket and all them things.
Yeah, I ain't agree with that. I ain't agree with that.
Right? Andy, listen to me. This thing cannot work in this country. This country is a little bit of people. That can work in America where in Britain and things. We're hundreds of millions of it. We custom with the ticket, and the ticket should be reduced to $500. Because we could still be a law-abiding citizen by treating the people fair. What you're doing to the people is hurting the people. And you're making everybody criminal-minded thinking people. If you want crime to stop, you must be able to consider the people that living on the streets. Right? If you don't want crime to stop and you take away all these people license, then how are they going to eat to provide for their family?
Well, it's simple. Watch it, it's simple. If you all believe the demerit points need to go,
yes,
the people who believe that, that's supposed to be hundreds of drivers, because you say it's over 400 and something thousand of them.
1,000 people. Yeah.
Not on the road again because they lose their license.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know how much people driving on the road without license?
Nice.
This government is cruel to the people. You cannot be paying for a ticket and still get your points. So you're paying for them to take away your license. And it's wrong. It can't be right. And we can't support this government under that.
And how much people out there in Trinidad and Tobago supports what you are saying? Here it is. You convince me. I support what you are saying. Would we be able to see them next week, Thursday, please, God?
Well, we will try our best. I'll try my best. I'm supposed to have people blessing the area that might telling them that this government must go under the demerit point.
Well, all right, promote
because
next
if the next government is coming, they must move that system from the people.
Well, promote.
Because there's a lot of people affected by that.
Well, promote next week, Thursday, please, God. And what we are doing for you here now, because we believe it is unfair. We know that you all have a meeting. We know that you all have a meeting this Sunday, please, God, back at ground. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell the people, all the drivers, So you gonna all go see if them serious like you know. If Sunday, them people ain't come out about the merit points, them agree with the government and what they're doing them. And if they ain't come out Thursday, where they will have the avenue, they will have the media to talk out against these demerit points, well, then you'll realize when you look back, they agree with the government. You go ahead because it's 2 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock.
All right, I want to apply to Trinidad and Tobago that we having a meeting down by the what do you call this place? By the Nagua side.
Naga side, Baka grounds. Ancient is smell
Trinidad
grounds.
Trinidad and Tobago, I want to apply to all you that this thing with this government is putting points on your system and taking away your license. We have to stand up and push back this government for that. We cannot allow this government to go too far to dictate the rights of the citizens of this country. We must have rights. And this thing is wrong what they're doing. We want everybody in Trinidad and Tobago to support this thing on Thursday and to support all drivers in Trinidad and Tobago against this demerit point. It must go. We don't need that in this country here. Right? We will settle the ticket. Right? I make myself unknown. Come Sunday by the Nagua side, all drivers, truckers, everybody come in the name of the Lord and let me shut down this country. And one of the next thing I want to say, the important people in this country that could shut down this country is WhatsApp, Cientech, and the drivers in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, but watch. Thank you so much because we have 1 minute and then we cannot be live on radio calling for shutting down of our country. We can't do that. We can't do that at all. Ah, boy. Wherever I go on. Mikey. Oh, boy. Trinidad and Tobago. Mikey.
You hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you now. Go ahead.
All right.
It's
yes.
9 o'clock.
Well, hey, it's
talk to them before you go.
Week. All about next week, Thursday, folks. Andy, I was just watching 2 videos sent here with this home invasion thing. I can't understand that. I mean, but your home, you're on your own property, boy. But how people just feel like they give you something to hold that you could just come in somebody's house just so. That's how we living in this country. And all we seeing is still pictures of the Prime Minister jet setting and smiling all over the world. Smiling in Ghana, smiling in India. Hey, brother, your country is burning. What you doing? You have no plan? Folks, I don't know how more to talk. Now, coming up next, Kabuki, right on 104.7 FM. Have a good weekend and really and truly try to just stay safe so we could have you around on Monday so we could continue. Next week, Thursday, May 23rd, and the people jump in your wall, boy. They could do your daughter anything in front of you. They could do your wife anything in front of you. And you tell me Earla was just good. She wasn't excellent, outstanding, or very good, just good. Good. That's all my life is worth, boy, as far as security. Just to have somebody good. Look, Kabuki and them already there, and I go.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
China Ari Restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, fry bake, roast bake, and pies with all your favorite local fillings. Assorted lunches available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau for $25 or get combination